So today we are continuing our discussion of SQL queries, and in our previous classes we studied some select statements with where clause. In where clause we used comparison operators that are equal to sign, not equal to sign, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. And as the name suggests, these are used to compare the values. So where country is equal to USA, where country not equal to USA. So these were some those examples. Then we also studied some logical operators. Logical operators are and or. So for example, if someone asks you find employees in USA who are older than 25. So here you can see there are two columns in question. USA, which will come from country, older than 25, which will come from age. So select star from employees where country is equal to USA and age is greater than 25. So this and here is used mostly when we have two or more than two columns in question. Then there is use of or operator where find employees in either sales or HR department. So they are asking department. So here only one column is in question and that column is department. So for example, if we have employee 1 to 3 and department is sales HR. So here we will write where department is equal to sales or department is equal to HR. For the similar kind of question, we can also use in operator. So this query can also be written as say where department in, and then we can write comma separated sales comma HR. So this will give us the same result. So like first of all you all have to understand that these two are the same things. So that is what we studied in our previous classes. Now in this class, yeah, I also want to explain use of between. So for example, these employees have their salaries like 50,000, 65,000, 70,000, and if you want to find those employees who have salary between a particular range, so you can use this between operator. Now today we are going to discuss like operator, which is used for pattern matching. So this is going to be our topic. So we will open our dashboard here, or we will open our database here, and in the database we will open the customers table. Now the operator that we are discussing today is also used with where clause, and this operator is like operator. This operator has three conditions, okay, and you can take your notebook and write it down. Like operator can give us answer of three conditions. First condition is contains. Second condition is starts with, and third condition is ends with. So suppose we want to find all data of those customers who are from city having its name, or who are from city which has a name starting from or starting with L, starting with L. Similarly, another question can be We want to find all data of those customers who are from city which has a name ending with L. And third question can be contains ON in the name. So this is a question to all of you guys, like Mohan, Shadat. Are these three questions clear to you? Okay. So here are the three conditions. Okay. So for this we use like operator. So we will write select, and I am just selecting a few records. So I am selecting contact name, comma city from customers. Okay, where city, and now usually we write equal to sign or not equal to sign or greater than. So we use some operator here. Here we are going to use like. So where city like, and as the name suggests, this is done for pattern matching. Okay, pattern matching. So we have to match a particular pattern. So we will write city like, and here we will write percentage signs. So now in these pattern matching, we will use two different characters. One will be percentage and one will be underscore. Underscore. Percentage signs is very much clear to you, and let me open the on-screen keyboard. So in the on-screen keyboard you can see this one is underscore, this one is dash. If I press shift, this is underscore. So if I will press shift and press this, this is underscore. So we are going to use these two signs. Now what is the usage of this? Percentage means any number of characters, okay, and underscore means only one character. So percentage means any number of characters and underscore means only one character. So if I write percentage L percentage, if I write this, so this means where city like, and city's name is like, it it begins with L, and then after L there are any number of characters. So this is a way to write starts with. So for starts with we write that particular character and then we write percentage. So if we run this, so you can see it is showing us all those cities which start with L. See, Lander, Leipzig, Lille, Lisboa, London, Lulia, Lyon, or however they are pronounced. So is this query clear to you guys, or do you have any questions? Similarly, if I'll write percentage L, so this means ends with. So in case of ends with, we have written percentage in beginning because we don't know how many characters are there before L. Like there can be a city name which just has one character, or it can have 1,000 characters, like 10 characters, 20 characters. So when you don't know that, this is wild card, right? It is called a wildcard. This can take place of any character. So when you will write this, now you can see we have only two cities which end with L. So is this clear? Now when we say end with or start with, so it can be a capital letter, you can see, but it is not case sensitive, because here you can see in Cristobal or Montreal it is both small letters. In both cases it is a small letter. Let's say if I write AL, then also we'll see both these cities, because this L can be a single character, can, or we can write multiple characters. So now you can see if I write ON, will we get any city with ON? Is it a possibility? You just read London, Lyon, Lisbon. Here we have two, London and Lyon. Okay. So these are the two questions. Now third question is contains ON in the name. So now if it asks it contains ON somewhere. So for that condition, how will you write? So you are going to write percentage in starting, percentage at end, and then in between you will write ON. Okay. So and this is contains. So in this case, it will look for the name where ON comes at any position. Okay, because as I said, this percentage can take place of or can be written in place of any character. So it can be empty also. So let's see the example. Now you can see in London there is ON, Barcelona there is ON, Montreal, Lyon, in all cases there is ON. Is it okay? I have given percentage in front and back because question is name of city has ON in it. You don't know whether this ON is in starting or ending or between. Do you know that? So before ON there can be n number of characters. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And after ON also there can be n number of characters. Right? That is the condition of contains. Contains mean that it can contain this particular set of characters anywhere. Okay. So for example, when something ends with L, we know that there will be nothing after that. When we know something starts with L, we know there will be nothing starting or before that. But when we have ON or something like this, we know that this will be in between. So that is important. So that is how you will query that. So that's how you are seeing Montreal. Like in Montreal, M is at first place, then we have ON. Okay. Now tell me one thing. If I write ER, is there a possibility of finding a city? And what does this mean? Can you tell me, like, what have I written?
Written contact name city from a customer table where city like er.
That means what?
That means the name of the city should contain er somewhere in the name.
Exactly. So like I know one city, Berlin, right? BER, but there is Bern, Versailles, Vancouver, and that is the great thing about this data set, right? That's why I am teaching it, because in this data set, particularly for like operator, there are a lot of possibilities. Okay,
And
so you are asking how underscore will work. Before that, we were studying about this. Now we have studied a wild card. Now here we are going to study underscore, like usage of underscore. In underscore, what happens is we will write, this will be the same. Let's say I want a city which has first, like, we don't know the first letter, second and third are O and N, fourth is not known. So it's like this first we don't know, second, third are ON, fourth we don't know, fifth is R, and then there can be n number of characters. First of all, do you understand the question? I want you to study the question and read the question and understand. Like, we don't know what is there in the first position. We don't know the first letter. Second and third are O and N respectively. Fourth is not known. Fifth is R. So fourth is not known. Fifth is R. And then there can be n number of characters. So when we are specifically saying one letter, are we saying we don't know how many letters are there in starting? Are we saying that? No. We are saying first letter is not known. Do you get the question? We don't know the first letter. That means we exactly know that one letter is missing. Second and third are O and N respectively. Second and third are O and N respectively. Fourth is not known. So we are saying fourth is not known. So we are again saying 1. And fifth is R. Then there can be n number of characters. So we'll write percentage. Do you get this or not? Do you get this pattern? See again. First is not known. We don't know the first letter. So underscore is used when we know the exact amount of characters. Okay. When we know the exact amount of characters, then we write underscore. So are we saying we don't know how many characters are there? In starting, we are not saying that. We are saying, so when you will write this, you will write inside single quotes, okay, like this. So where city like this, first is not known, then there is ON, then second is not known. Actually, I know one city So on the basis of that known, can you guess which city this is? It's okay. It is Montreal, right? First letter is M, then there is ON, then third is T, and then we have R. Let's say if so, this is on the basis of that question. Let's say city where we don't know the first letter, third, and now what will you write? Question is we don't know the first letter. Second and third are O N N respectively. What will be the pattern?
OR,
Underscore
OR, percentage.
ON
Percentage.
percentage. Because we have not said anything about, right? So let's see, is there any other city? So you will just write it like that. Now comes London and Montreal. So in London, first letter is L, then ON, and after ON there is Don, DON. So do you get the meaning of this, or do you understand this?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
And like we are writing like ON, okay? So if we have written that city contains ON, what will this mean? That particular city name contains ON. If I write select contact name like ON, so you can see Antonio,
We
Simpson,
can we can take
Devon.
any column, sir.
Yeah, you can take any column and it will compare here.
Yeah.
So if I write city not like ON, here we are writing the city is not like ON. So in that case, you will get all those cities which do not have the combination ON somewhere. Okay. And if I write city like O percentage N, what will this mean?
Actually, it may be invalid.
Let's check. So there is London. So it contains O at some place and N at some place. Torino. So it means that it has O and N in its name somewhere. Rio de Janeiro. So O is here, N is here. Portland. O is here, N is here. But there can be N number of characters between them or zero characters between them. So in case of London, there is zero character between O and, right? That is also coming. In case of Torino, there are two characters, R I. In case of Barcelona, ON is coming together, right? In case of Portland, ON. So do you get this one?
Sir, Barcelona is having zero character, right?
In Barcelona, ON have zero characters between them. Or if I write O O underscore underscore N, what will this mean? That there are exactly two characters between ON, right? Torino. Between O, there is RI. So two characters between them. So this is our question, and here you have the answer. Now, if you remember the 50 questions that I gave you, so in those 50 questions, let's open them.
Sir,
Which
underscore, it is used for find of the letter. Yeah, step character.
underscore means exactly one character as a
Okay.
wild card. Now here is a question. Create a report that shows the city, company name, contact name of customers from cities that has letter L in the name, sorted by contact name. So for sorted by, what will you do? For sorted by, you will simply write, like after doing all of this, you can order by anything, right? So you will write this in at the last position, order by. Let's say we want to order by contact name, order by city, whatever. So obviously here we only have one city. So for city name which has L in it, so it is not asking starting. Is it asking starting or end? It is saying from cities that has L in the name. Okay. So that's this is something that we already studied. And now you can see we have so many cities having L in their name, and these are now sorted with contact name. So this is your query, and this is query for question number 21. So you also have to practice this today. Okay, question number 21, and I have also given multiple questions here that you are going to practice today. So this is how we use like or pattern matching. Okay, in operator is also done. Now let's see another example. Find employees with no department assigned. So there is a query called is null. Okay. So for example, we have employees, and in employees we have information of report to. So for some employees, this report to is null. Okay. If an employee does not report to anyone, then report to is null. So if we have to compare null, so we will write select star from employees where report to is null. We will just write it like that. Report to is null or something like that. So here this is Andrew Fuller because he is vice president, so he is the head. So he reports to nobody. So this is how you will compare null. So I will request you guys to go through all these questions and try to understand them. Okay. Here we have combined multiple conditions. Select star from employee where department is IT and salary is greater than 50,000 and age is less than 40. So here you can see we have written three conditions. This URL is already with you. So this is MySQL where clause. Just go through them, apply all these conditions on different examples in the Northwind database, and let me know in the next class if you have any problems. Okay.